Hi, this is Ashley, and this is the Neely's Nest podcast. Today is Monday, the February 22nd. I don't know. I never know what day it is. Maybe I should just stop saying it and just link it in the show notes. But anyway, it's Monday, and Neely's at school, so I took the opportunity to record while she was there, and 'cause I thought I might just podcast while she's home, and then I thought that will never work because she would just be over here talking to me the whole time about Barbies and things. So I don't have any show notes written down, so I'm kind of just talking off the cuff. So if I don't remember everything, I'll just put it in the show notes, which is the Neely's Knits Yarn and Podcast Ravelry group. That's where I'll post show notes. I have a lot to talk about, actually. I got home on last Friday, kind of late. Our flight was delayed. We were supposed to be here around 8, and I think we got here around 9:30. It was kind of late, to get in from traveling, and then I had to do house things and different stuff. So that's what I spent my weekend doing. I spent my weekend cleaning and then dying a lot of custom orders, because while I was gone, I got like a ton of custom orders. So I kind of have a little bit of a sniffle because change of weather, I guess. I don't know. It's kind of cold and damp here today. Not like super cold, but where it's damp, it feels colder than what it is. So, I guess I'll just get on with what I'm knitting. I have a finished object, although fins are not woven in, but I'm still calling it a finished object. I finished my Wonder Woman sock. Well, it's a half object. I did the heel in yellow. This is just like a little skein I had left over from something, and I thought, well, that matches, I'll just do that. And I made it like a little cuff, just about 3 inches probably. And it fits. I usually do a 3-1 rib all the way up the top of the foot and the cuff, but I decided to just do a stockinette foot and 3-1 rib. And then I usually switch to 1x1. My nails are terrible. Sorry. I usually switch to 1x1 ribbing, twisted rib up at the top, but then I just didn't have the patience for it. I was just like, forget that, I'll just stop, and it'll be fine. And it's fine. I like it. I will cast on the other one. Well, I was going to cast on the other one, and I thought, I really want to cast on my fiber knit socks. So I did that, and I only had one needle with me there at the room. So I cast on my fiber knit. It's hard to do when it's on magic loop. Show it sideways. Fiber nymph. It's cosmic. It kind of looks. It's purple, pink, purple, gray, purple, pink, purple, gray. It's called Cosmic, and it's on her Squish 2.0 base, and it's like, it reminds me of Regia. It's really kind of toothy, but it's super soft. I really, really like it, and you can tell it'll be a really good workhorse yarn, but they're very soft. I'm such a snob when it comes to soft. I can't stand anything itchy or scratchy. So I really, really like it. And I think it's very slightly thicker than my sock base, which I like. I like a dense, warm sock so I can wear it with my boots. But I decided I would do something a little bit different. I did a 3-1 rib, and then where it changed colors, I did a purl round all the way around. And then, this is dye on my fingers, red dye. Just by the way. And then I'll switch back to 3-1 ribbing, and then the next color change on the first row, I'll do a purl all the way around. So every time it'll do a color change, I'll do the purl ridge. I think it's kind of cool. Something a little bit different. The Fish Lips Kiss Heel, which is, I always do. And it just worked out where it was, half of it was purple, half of it was pink. I don't really care how colors fall. I like it just the way it comes out. I'm not picky at all about that. I'm not OCD. Maybe I should be a little bit more OCD. Oh, and also, while I was in the room, I'm talking about the beach room, while we were at the beach, because I really haven't knit a whole lot since I've been home. I finished the body of the sweater. This is my soft stones. Body of the sweater. And I did short rows in the back, as you can see, and it's made the back probably about 3 inches longer or so than the front, and I really like that the way it kind of covers your backside a little bit more. I did the neck already. I did like a rolled neck. It called for ribbing, but what I did was I just picked up the recommended amount of stitches, and then I decreased on either side of the side. So I decreased 4 stitches every other row, and then I just bound off with a stretchy bind off, and it fits good. And then I did the one sleeve, so one sleeve in this gray. It's called for stripes, but when I did it, this used to be a sock blank. This was a sock blank. Now it's a roll, but when I started doing the stripes, it just wasn't enough contrast. I didn't think it looked very good. So I just did the whole sleeve in gray, and then the cuff in the main body color. And this is my sparkle sock base. All of it is. I think it'll be a nice comfy sweater I could wear, like, you know, every day with blue jeans or capris or anything really. But I really like the way it's coming out. I started on the other sleeve, very tiny little bit. I kept the stitch markers in here so I could tell where I was supposed to decrease, because I didn't follow I did more decreases than it called for, I think. And that's actually decreased. I didn't have enough stitch markers, so I only marked every other time I decreased. So actually that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Yes, maybe 11 times. I can't really tell. I'll have to go back and look. But, so, it's just a stockinette sweater with contrasting sleeves, and I think it just turned out pretty good. And I'm knitting that on size 3s. Size 3. Caspian Knit Picks. That's what I have in stock, so that's what I always use. I'll put this down here. I did order a few things. I didn't mention last time I was going to try some Shibori dyeing. Shibori, I don't know if I explained what that was. Shibori is a Japanese style of dyeing using resists to make patterns. And I ordered a kit from a dyeing company. Dharma is where I ordered it, and actually I think it has like a little example card in here of what it looks like. Yeah, so here are just some examples of what you can do. So you can do like circles, little circles, like boxes. You can do like boxes, squares, and this is indigo, and it's dyed with indigo. Classically, it was all dyed with indigo, and that's the same thing blue jeans are dyed with, but indigo has a very different sort of characteristics. It actually matures, and it actually gets a little bit darker as time goes on, or the color intensifies, I'd say. It's really natural. It's from a plant, and I kind of really like the idea of natural dyeing with fabric. Natural dyeing with yarn is kind of hard, and I've never done that. It's not hard, I guess, but it's not something I'd really want to do, to choose the colors that I like. But with fabric, I have been researching and studying different techniques, and the indigo dye is really my favorite. But there's also things you can do, like eco printing, which is dyeing with leaves, and they're actually, when you dye it, it leaves the imprint of the leaf on your fabric. Leaves and flowers. The flowers, I think, more are just like splotches of color. Girl, guys, my hair is terrible. I'm getting it done tomorrow. Thank goodness. While I was gone, my hair really faded in the sun, and my sister said it was like the salt in the air, like eats the color off of your hair. And it did. But anyway, back to what I was saying. Sorry for the tangent. There's also, so that's eco printing, and then there's another thing called rust dyeing, and it uses actually rusty metal, and you can either make a print of whatever it is. Let's just say it's a grate with like some filigree and some things. As long as it's rusty, and then you can't remember exactly, but you use also vinegar, and you can put it onto the fabric, and it makes the design, and then you wash it, and it's just leaves the design is not, you know, rust particles, or maybe it is, but it's fine. You can sew with it, you can do anything you want, but it's really pretty, and especially mixed with the Shibori, it's really, really pretty. So I did, like I said, I ordered 2 boxes of the indigo. This is one example. It's like a shirt that they've dyed there. It says it dyes more than 15 shirts, and you can do natural, for all 100% natural fibers. So what I did was I went to Hobby Lobby, which is my local fabric store, and I got some Kona cotton. Kona, or I think that's how you spell it, K-O-N-A. But I got about 3 yards of this natural 100%, and this is washed and dried already because it has to be prepared for dyeing. That means whatever chemical they have used to stiffen and to make the fabric on the bolt has to be washed off. So you put it, you wash it, and you dry it to get it ready for dyeing, for the Shibori dyeing. And that's actually, I have to wait for a nice day because that'll be an outside project. I don't want to get indigo everywhere in here. And you have to use like a 5-gallon bucket, and you have to like mix it and things like that. So I have to wait till a warm day, a warm sunny day, because then you have to have a place to hang this to let it dry. It's also too fun because the indigo, when you first dip it in, it's actually green, and then when you bring it out of the indigo solution, then when it oxidizes in the air, then it turns blue. And I think that was really cool. And you can get some darker shades by just dipping it more times. I really like I just really like it because it's so random. You can't get the same exact design every time. There's no way you even could if you wanted to, as far as I know. I mean, you can do the same sort of things different times, but it's not going to be the same. And you can do different resists, like you can wrap rocks, and that's how you do this, right? That's how you get these. You wrap rocks in when you bind them underneath the rock, see? That's what makes the white. And then here, you would bind, I don't think there's a rock in there, but you just bind it like pinch, and then you bind, and then you bind farther down. And you can do as many rings as you want to. And then this one is just with no rock, and it's just one. See how it's just one binding there. And then this one is bound with a block of wood, and you fold it, and then you fold it some more. It's all in the way you fold it, and then the way you bind it, but it makes the geometric pattern. Anyway, I'm really excited to try this. I went to TJ Maxx actually, and you never know what you'll find at TJ Maxx, but I got this 3-in-1 Shibori tie-dye, dip dye, and Shibori, but this is different colors. So this is blue, and it has pink, orange, and black. And it shows there you can do like blue jeans and stuff. So those are my upcoming plans in the world of dyeing, because it's something I've never done before, and I really, like I said, I've been studying a lot about it, and I've been trying to learn as much as I can. And it's very, very interesting, especially about the history of Shibori. It's very like an ancient way of dyeing, and the indigo plant is a very traditional technique. But while I was at Hobby Lobby, I took Neely with me, and I said, you can pick out some fabric for a dress. And she was like, okay. And so she said, I want purple. I want purple, white with purple polka dots. And I was like, okay. So of course they did not have white with purple polka dots. They had like everything else. But, so we were looking and looking, and I was like, what about this? And what about that? She's like, no, that's not pretty enough. It has to be pretty. It has to be the prettiest. And I was like, okay. So it took her forever to pick out something, but she saw this fabric, and it's on the bolt this way, shirred, however you say it, S-H-I-R-R-E-D, I think it's spelled, but it's on the bolt this way, and it's hemmed already. So this is like already like almost made for you. So I thought, alright, I'll get this. I said, let's look around for some trimming. Yeah. I thought I lost something. Some trim. So I thought, I'll get this trim. So I'll get this trim and put this on the bottom. So I think it'd be really cute. It's very flattering. And then I got these little buttons on clearance to go up here, and I'll make little straps out of this trim too. I got 1.5 yards, so I think it should be enough. But I only had to get half of a yard because her little chest is only 19 inches around. She's very thin, so I just got half of a yard, and I think that'll be fine, because I think half a yard is 18 inches, and you want a little bit of negative E, so it'll stretch and stay on. It won't fall off. I think it would be very cute, and I'll get a picture and I'll post it when I finish it, and I'll make her try it on. I told her it was her strawberry shortcake dress, and she was very excited about that. And then, while I was there, I bought a lot of fabric that I really didn't intend to, but we all know I'm a sucker for bird fabric, because I've already said that a bunch. But, how cute is this fabric? Oh my god! Look at the colors! I got 1 yard of it, because I was like, I don't know what I'll do with it, and and then Sonia was like, you can make a bag, and I was like, yes, I could make a bag. Look how cute that is. I just think that's adorable. And like I said, I can't resist a bird fabric. I have to buy it. And this is duck. It's duck, so it's like upholstery grade material. I really like working with duck. It's really nice. is thick and sturdy. But yeah, I love it. Especially, look at the hot pink one. She's my favorite. The little faces crack me up too. So that's my fabric acquisitions. I also, when I got home, I had a few of my, I had some swaps come in. And so I have that to show you in acquisitions. Look at my cup. Look at this fox cup. Isn't it cute? I love little creature stuff. Like the bird fabric, fox mug. Some of my curtain rods have little owls on them, little white owls. They're so cute. But yeah, stuff like that. It's so pretty to me. But yes, anyway, some of the stuff in the swap I have already used, or I don't know what I did with it, or I moved it, whatever. Anyway, I had a Valentine's swap from my Ravelry, it's my Ravelry baby group. Whenever I got pregnant with Neeley, I joined the due August 2012 group. It's a secret group on there, so you can't look at it. But we've really kept up with each other. I've not done as good keeping up as I did before, just because I got so busy. But I participated in a Valentine's swap, and I sent mine out already. But I got mine in, and whenever I was came home from vacation, it was waiting on me. So that was a really nice surprise. But I got a really pretty notebook. I love notebooks. I like making lists and writing down things like to do, grocery lists, things like that. But look how pretty! And it has this like rose gold like on the edges, and it has like a little strap. I really, really love it, and I've already used it. I've already written in it. When I went to the doctor, I made a list of my symptoms that I was having, which I always do because I will forget. I also got, I guess to write in it, but I didn't want to open it yet. I got a 7-year pen. So this pen is supposed to write for 7 years. It says enough ink to write 1.7 meters a day for 7 years. Super smooth black ink. But how cool is that? I forgot to mention this is from Erin, my friend Erin. Hi! She also sent me some chocolates, and this is called Purdy's chocolate, and there's only one piece left. This stuff is so good, and this is not just like some of those chocolates you get in like the heart box at the store. This is like a really, really good chocolate, and they're all very like surprising flavors, but like very good. Very good. We actually have a Purdy's coffee here in town, but this is Purdy's chocolatier. It comes in this nice box. Like I said, there's only one piece left. Neeley took a bite of about every one that was in there and decided she didn't like it because she's very picky about things. But anyway, so then she left it. So anyway, I've been eating on it. And she sent me some coffee, but I gave it to my mom to grind up for me because I don't have a coffee grinder, and it was whole bean. But it was smelled so good, I can't wait to try it. And then she sent me yarn, which I mentioned before, I don't really have a stash. So it's really exciting when I get yarn. I mean, I used to have a stash. I used to have a big stash, but then I just slowly either used it or got rid of it, or decided I don't like that color, or like whatever. And now I just use my own yarn, or things I get in swaps, or I trade occasionally or something. But I got Koigu. Yeah, it's Koigu, KPPPM. I don't know what the KPPPM means. I don't know what that dial or die code that is. I don't even know what that says. P71092 maybe? But it is all kinds of colors. It's kind of like speckled dyed. And she gave me two, because it's enough for a pair of socks. So one sock each. And it's so soft. It's 100% merino, but it's very... Oh, it says Koigu Painter's Palette Premium Merino. So it says hand dyed. Each dye lot is original painting. How cool is that? And it's so soft. Very soft. Of course, merino is soft. And then she gave me a little Valentine, and which is very nice. And maybe that was it. If not, Neely's taken off with something else. I'm podcasting. That was my husband. So anyway, I got my trade from the Fiber Nymph, the Celtic collaboration club. Is that what we called it? No, I can't remember. But anyway, so we traded. I sent her one of mine, or one extra of mine, and then she sent me one of hers. And this is the Bounce base, which is actually the same, pretty sure it's the same base as what I have as my sweeper sock. But this is called Ardmore, and self-striping. But isn't that pretty? She messaged me, I think there is only a very few spots left. So if you want a spot, it comes with this self-striping skein and one of my skein, which is a variegated. But isn't that pretty? It just reminds you of Ireland, right? Because that's what it's supposed to be, is Irish inspired. But yeah, after this club, we won't be dyeing those colors again for, I think we said 3 or 6 months. But yeah, so if you want that, go over to her shop, Fiber Nymph Dye Works shop, and the spots are there for you, but only till they sell out, and there was only a few spots left, like I said. So go now and buy them. I will not have, well, I will have a shop update, maybe this weekend, because I have a bunch, but it's all currently either dyeing or drying, and I can't really show it to you. But I will have Wicked Witch of the East. I'll have 2 sets of that. Then I'll have Thing 1, Thing 2. I will have 1 of that. And also, I will have, I think I'm going to put up my Galaxy Blank Club. You can see me Zoe in the window there. That's her favorite spot. But the Galaxy Blank Club will be a 3-month subscription, and I'll be listing that in my, I think I'll be listing that in my Etsy shop. And I think what I'll do is I will let you customize somewhat. I don't think everybody will get the same thing. I think it's just kind of like whatever I feel like doing. So I think that in the notes I'll have you say what your favorite colors are, and I will try to dye those colors for you in a Galaxy Blank. If you like all the colors, just say I like all the colors, I don't care. Or like if you like bright colors, say that. And you can pick whether you want sparkle or non-sparkle. Because a lot of times, especially guys, they don't really like the sparkle. Or some people just don't like the feeling of the sparkle or the look. And that's fine. But I love the sparkle on the Galaxy Blanks because I think it looks like stars. And I'm like, what's a galaxy without stars? But, you know, some people don't like it. So you can specify which base you want and what colors that you like. And like I said, I think that'll be this weekend. Look at my Instagram and I will... Actually, I'm just going to go ahead and say it'll be Sunday. I don't know what that date is, but yeah. Keep an eye out on my Instagram, and I'll have more details there as they come about. But also, like I said, I'll have the galaxy blanks, and I think I will just... I'll leave the galaxy blank club spots open for a week, and however many people sign up in that week, we'll get it. I think that's what I'll do. Don't you like how I make decisions just like on air? But yeah, it'll be a 3-month installment, so you would pay I think I'll just, I think it would be easier to pay all at once, and then you would get 3 galaxy blanks. One every month. So, but somebody was knocking at my door. It could be, I don't know. But anyway, I'll also have continue testing. I'll have 2 of these on Super Sock. That's a 4 color repeat. So, yeah, okay. My husband wanted to tell me something. He said, can you hurry up? I can't sleep. He works 3rd. So anyway, this is a 4 color self-striping. And it goes variegated yellow, variegated gray, variegated blue, variegated gray. So, and there's actually a picture of a finished object that you can look at and see what it looks like on the listing. I'll have 2 zebra stripes and polka dots, which is, I have 1 in DK and 1 in Sparkle Sock. And that's the Lisa Frank inspired one. So that, and then I'll have a one of a kind, and this is really, really pretty, I think. I don't have a name for it yet, it's just a one of a kind. Sometimes I just throw in a skein just to soak up some extra dye, and I'll just use the same skein a bunch of different times in different color dyes, and then I think I over-dyed this one. I did it before I left on vacation, so I can't really remember, but it has all different colors in it. I think it's really pretty. And this on DK also. And then, like I said, I'll have Wicked Witch of the East, and then I'll have Thing 1 and Thing 2. I'll have the Galaxy Blank spots. I'll have all the details in the listing for the Galaxy Blank Club. But I think that's all I have to show you for today. You can find me on Instagram as Neely's Knits, NEELEYSKNITS, and Ravelry as Ashley McCauley, ASHLEYMCCAULEY, and you can find me on Facebook too. I'm Ashley McCauley on there, or whatever. But yeah, so until next time, bye.